Hello, one and all, I'm GrimpaulCheese, and welcome back to Dark Souls, where we spun this little wheel right here, it's actually kind of a massive wheel, where we unflooded New Londo. Just look at the gleamy shininess coming from that door right there, all the sunlight coming in, reflecting off all the damp remains of this ruinous city. Now, somewhere within these damp remains happens to be the Four Kings. I presume they're in this building right here. As any logical person would believe, it's either that or they're under a giant pile of bodies. One or the other. Now, the real question we have to be asking ourselves is, how many people died in these floods? The reason why I say that is, how many ghosties are going to come after us and try and shiv us in the pancreas, and trying to take our organs because they think they need them? I mean, just imagine how many of them had some type of organic condition. You never really know, do you? Could be thousands of them. Now, this place looks radically different. And look, right there, there's kind of like a wall thing. I think that's where we might have to go. Maybe, it's a strong possibility. But now that we spun the little wheel, and we opened up the gates, we should say hello to our good old friend. I should also put on the overlay. We don't have to worry about anything right now. We murdered a ghost on the upper part of his place. We just have to delve down. Now, I think I went in the opposite direction, didn't I? Yes, I did. These corridors all look the same, all damp, all mossy. Actually, don't look damp here, actually. They look quite dry and normal. You'd think there'd be a lot of condensation, mind you, but apparently there isn't. The magical places of New Londo. No condensation, no damp, no cold, no happiness. Just a constantly bleak outlook in life. Reminds me of me. So anyway, we need to go see our red-cloaked friend and see if he can see anything, well, interesting in the darkness. Maybe he can tell us where the new kings are. Not the new kings, the Four Kings. Yes. I believe they're the Four Kings and must be incredibly ancient beings with a giant soul. I can only presume that they're octopus people. That's something I can presume, that all the dark people are probably, giant octopus people that want to devour our soul. Also, I forgot about that nice lovely soul right there. Hello! You may have noticed the water has disappeared, kind of, sort of, maybe. Do you want to tell me something about it? I mean, I'm here for a shoulder if you need it. Me and you, we can do many things together. Your pointy hat, your metal mask. I mean, just look at that stick you're wielding. It looks so pointy and sharp. I got a pointy stick. I mean, it's in my inventory. I could go get it for you. You're probably not interested in that, are you? No. Tell me about New Londo now as I'm flooded.
You've broken the seal, have you? Ah. No, I have no regrets. My trust lies with you and Froud. But you cannot proceed without being able to traverse the abyss.
The abyss? I wasn't told about any abyss. I mean, is it some type of sandwich shop? I could do with a sandwich. Is it to do with submarines? I love submarine sandwiches. Do you have a submarine sandwich on you? You don't look like you do. I don't think your cloak has anything to do with it. In fact, we could be better friends right now. I think the best way for us to be friends... Do I still have that piece of clothing on me? I do! We can be a best friend ever, even though this clothing does belong to a female. I may not have the bust requirements, but I certainly do have the arse requirements. I'm sure you'll remember those days where I used to wear nothing at all, sprint around like a stripper. Oh, those were the days where Mr. Fibbles was a simple prostitute. Now he's chosen to consume everything in sight. Look, I look just like you, except I've got a much better hat than you. Your pokey stick is a bit better, mind you. Maybe I can circumvent that. Maybe later. But maybe can you tell me anything more about this abyss-type place?
Oh, hello. What is it? I will help you in any way that I can.
Go on, tell me about this abyss place.
Long ago, the Four Kings were powerful men. Only their hearts were weak. When an evil serpent dangled the art of life drain before them, they were unable to resist and became pawns of evil.
A serpent, you say? So they haven't become octopus. They have become eels. Dear God, it's worse than I thought. Tell me more about these eel-like men.
Long ago...
No, you won't tell me any more. I always knew the eels would come this day. Today is a day to dine on eels. Let's take off my clothing and actually put the bling back on. After all, you never know what you might do with bling. It's amazing, after all. I mean, what else could we do with dismantle bling? I mean, it's such a bleak place. No, we don't wear skirting, we wear leggings. There we go. I mean, that's how Mr. Fibbles shows that he's male. Mind you, he does have quite a little bit of a protruding chest and a big ass, but people should know he's male by not wearing skirts. I mean, we could pretend that we're Scottish. Oh, that could be a plan, actually. I wonder if we get more respect for that. Maybe we should headbutt a few people. Ooh. Maybe later, maybe later. I was thinking about headbutting that ever so lovely robed guy just then. But that doesn't seem like Mr. Fibbles, does it now? No, he doesn't have a soul to steal. Unless he does. Maybe he's human. Maybe he's one of the only humans. I guess we'll never know, as the guy doesn't seem to be, well, too interested in that. So nevertheless, we broke the seal of New Londo. What does that mean? Well, that means all the darkness that has been kept at bay by water, it's now been unleashed, in the air. Let's just hope it's not an air virus that turns me into an eel. I kind of had an eel inside of me already, if you know what I mean. But that's regarding Eggman. We shouldn't really disregard Eggman as anything more as a prominent being of massive legend. I mean, what would you do if you were a giant parasite eating my brain? Not that Mr. Eggman is a giant parasite eating my brain or not. You know, wouldn't you be, a bit angry if someone said, you're a parasite and you shouldn't belong in this world, and in fact you should be burned at a stake? No. I mean, you'd probably be very upset, wouldn't you? I would. So is Eggman. We should stop talking about this before we upset him. So anyway, let's pull this lever. Now this lever will allow us to go down into the depths of the city. Now in the city happens to be a nice, lovely place full of happiness, rainbows, and all sorts of joyous men. I mean, we could always have a nice little party. I can show you all these lovely men. Here's one of them right now. Oh. I'm surprised there aren't more ghosts. Look at all these dead bodies. They've been down here so long, they're all part of each other. Thank God they didn't turn into a giant ball and start rotating all over the place, like in Demon Souls. That's the game I was talking about. Because, dear God, those things were annoying. But luckily, these guys aren't cursed. They're just dead. Very, very dead. This makes me think, how many people actually lived here? It's quite a big place, mind you. There's skyscrapers inside a cave. Also, we should probably fight a Raven or two. Or 3. Or 4. This doesn't seem like a good idea. So, what we need to do is explore this road, because I don't want to deal with those ever so awful people. But, oh, hello. Oh, you're kind of a skeletal man, aren't you? So this is one of the Dark Wraiths. The Dark Wraiths pertain mystical powers. As you see right there, they're very, very powerful creatures. Now, in New Londo, you have these creatures, but they're not as evil. These are the evil counterparts that, well, are the Dark Wraiths that everyone fears. Now, they are incredibly powerful. As you can see, their shield is actually what's the thing I need to think of? It's unbreakable, yes. And they hurt a lot. Just look at that blade of theirs. Luckily, he left himself open for a good old backstab. And there we go, he collapses. Now, these creatures do have a slight chance of dropping slabs to upgrade my ever so wonderful, well, Harold-like sword into a sword of legend. I mean, all love legendary swords, right? Exactly. I'm glad you all agree with me and swords of legend. I actually do want to leave, but I can't, because I'm scared of those things. I am so scared. I think what I might do is kill a few of these people. I should really face my fears. Anything I've learned from Mr. Fibbles is Mr. Fibbles has learned to destroy everything he fears. With a giant egg on his head, while being shiny. So let's go back in the daylight, shall we? I think the best thing we can do as Mr. Fibbles is to charge in head first. I was thinking of getting my giant bow out and firing a few harpoons into our asses, but that just doesn't sound like a nice, well, cup of tea to me. I mean, to be honest, that sounds like the worst cup of tea ever if you got a harpoon, your ass, and no tea leaves and water. But there was water. Yeah, so I mean, nevertheless. Anyway, let's go kill some nice little blue people. Hello, blue man, how you doing? You're not going to come over on the... Yes, that's what I was afraid you're going to do. Technically, lightning. They're blue. They fire lightning at you. They're very, very hostile, while being very, very savage. These are the only creatures in the game that actually drop dragon scales on a regular basis. And when I mean regular, I mean not so regular. You could fight these things for, well, you could probably kill like 20 of them and not even get a single dragon scale. And that is even with a massive amount of, well, item detection thing. Now, would you come in here and fight me? Stop breathing your lightnings. There we go. Now, hopefully I didn't anger his friends. If I angered his friends, I'm going to be very, very sad. I have not. Aha! Now, these things are an awful creature to fight right about here. I do not want to anger them too much. If I can, I want to fight them one at a time. I mean, that would be completely ideal, to fight them one at a time, but it's really if the game wants me to do that or not. Stop breathing your lightning, get your ass over it, come on. Water your tail over it, no, stop breathing your lightning, you're not going to hit me. You see, I'm the chosen one. I'm Neo. Kind of. If Neo had a giant egg on his head made of gold. I'm gonna tell you this now. Matrix would be a much better movie if Neo was made of gold. Look, you're getting on my nerves. You know, this guy is probably very angry. He probably just had the first bath in years. You know, I don't blame you for being angry. I really don't. I would be angry too if someone came over and gave me a bath. That is, if I actually wanted a bath in the first place. Anyway, let's get this attention of this man over here. Lightning bolt into the ring, and wow, you are really resistant to lightning. I forgot about how much. Hello, you're over to me now. Now, we should really pay attention about what he just did there. He managed to swing me back by merely his moving around. He has anti-collision. One of the only enemies that actually can move you by simply moving themselves. And no dragon scale. That's rather annoying. Now it's just you. Now you, come over here. I want to cuddle. I want to cuddle you quite fiercely. To be honest, I just want to grab one of your scales. If you let me cuddle you, grab one of your scales, I'll let you live. But for some reason, I don't think you want me to live, do you now? No, you don't. I just have this, well, bit of a feeling with you. No, don't bite me! Stop that now. No, you should not do that. I mean, that gets you sliced in the chest. Or whatever that chest really is. Ow! You git! You saw that? He tried biting Eggman off. You know, I'm going to take that as an act of war. An act of war requires me to have a dragon scale. Give me one of them. No? Well, okay, it's a time of peace then. As you can see, these things are quite buggers to really kill. I mean, they're so awkward. They just want to, you know, constantly bite you, breathe lightning at you. I mean, what for? I mean, what do they gain out of it? Maybe a good old meal? Maybe a snack? But is that really necessary? I mean, they're probably the first of their kind I've ever seen. Well, probably not. Many people will probably come by, try to kill them. You know, you need to stop, you know, doing that. You know why? Because I'm Mr. Fibbles. I've got this big black stick, and you've just got no arms. What happened to your arms anyway? Oh, God. Ow. That did hurt. You're bad. Spaz lizard thing. Raven. Dragon. You know what I mean. It's one of those things anyway. What do you have on you? You have brigand armor. So this is another set of the beginning gear. The brigand armor is alright armor, but the shield is really what you want. You can start with it and it's wonderful. Let me have a quick look at it and I'll show you what it is. That is if I can actually find it in my giant inventory. Oh, it's right at the top. How handy. Armor worn by brigands who raid the mountain hamlets and attack travelers. Additional of metal over a base cloth and leather offers good mobility and defense. It's pretty decent. I mean, if you compare it to the Holy Robe, it's just ever so slightly better. Kind of, sort of, not really. But it's lighter, that's the main thing. So we could go down and kill that little Raven there, and another Raven there, and probably a giant dragon up there. But no, we don't want to do that just yet. We want to climb this giant rickety ladder that's probably absolutely drenched. Just look at all the dead bodies that managed to drift out. Well, that man decided to go drift quite far, but it's just his legs, isn't it? No, it's not, no. Oh, it's actually a whole person. Wow. It's surprising, after a millennia of being, you know, in water, their bodies are resoundingly fine. They, you know, they haven't broken apart in the slightest. Hello. You're rather interesting. You have a good item on you, don't you? Yeah, red tearstone ring. Now, that ring is amazing. It's a rather hard ring to get and live. And I'll quickly show you what it does. Now, if I could find it in my inventory, I could actually tell you what it does. Now, where are you? There you are. So, a rare gem called Tearstone has an uncanny ability to sense imminent death. This red Tearstone from Kareem boosts the attacker whenever it's in danger. So, like the blue one, wherever I'm in danger, it boosts my defense, this one boosts attack. And now, in New Game Plus and so on forth, the red Tearstone ring is invaluable. You really want that. It is one of the best things to get, including with the, what's the thingy called? Power of it, yes, those two can mix together, can make the most ultimate combo. Get a bit of bling in there, and you'll probably become a good friend of mine. Most likely. I mean, Fibbles like those type of people anyway. So let's go down this rickety ladder. I don't even know how someone managed to set this up without angering Ravens. The Ravens probably were picking off people. That's probably why there's a dead body or two around here. Now, the reason why I'm coming out here is because there's a bonfire. Now, I don't want to run through all of New Londo once again. Well, New Londo, sorry, and just, you know, fight all its ghosts. I mean, who does, right? Probably a lunatic. Only a lunatic wants to suck on dead people's hands, I'll tell you that now. Now, that's just not me. I mean, we're in the Valley of the Drakes. I know I'm intruding into your home. You're trying to bite me. You need to stop trying to bite me. I'm just not into that type of thing, you know. Oh, I saw that. I saw that. You trying to backpedal behind me and then breathe into my ass. I'm sorry, I'm just not into that type of thing. Maybe your friend over there maybe is. You know, we could go give him a bit of a visit. As we're here, we might as well try and collect as many dragon scales as possible. For a good old weapon upgrade or two. For our dragon weapons. Dragon weapons are quite cool after all. Hello, I'm here to nick your scales. You're kind of well, off to really get me a scale or not, aren't you? You don't really want to. I know how you feel. I wouldn't give you my egg either. I know how valuable they are. Now stop breathing lightning on such a tight gap and chuck yourself off a... Ow! Oh, God! Oh. I thought you were going to chuck yourself off a ledge just then. You want to come over here? Yeah, that's it. Waddle your way. No. Bad dragon thing. Okay, he's hurting. We should leave him be. That dragon's kind of iffy to get, because right at the end of the collision, he can just, swift you right off. Just by doing a giant ballerina dance, or just doing a little bit of a twirl, he can just send you flying off into the pit. Do I want that to happen? Not really. That kind of frightens me, really. Oh God, we're going to fight for him, aren't we? Yes, we are. Every time we die, we're going to fight for him. Oh, God. I'm not looking forward to that. I'm not going to lie. Those dragons are definitely pains in the arse. Now you remember this bonfire, don't you? We're underneath the forest-type place, where the crystal elementals, the tower was, where the Havel's Knight was, and all of that. Hopefully you know what I'm talking about, and I'm not being slightly insane. To you, of course. To me, I'm absolutely normal. I say that with a smile on my face. So, let's get homeward, and let's go down there. The reason I get homeward is, well, I don't want to have to run through the dragons once again or consume a bone. Bones are actually reasonably expensive. They cost 1,000 each. I mean, why would I buy something for 1,000 each when I can just rip it off a dead body in the place itself? I know, right? It's absolute rip-off. So I'm going to instead use my miracles, you know, think of home and be instantly teleported to a dank cave. I mean, if your home is a dank cave, I do apologize for you, to all of you cave dwellers out there, Neanderthals and etc. So, what we need to do is to slaughter these things over and over and over again. We're not going to grind. No, no, no. I don't know how you didn't manage to bite me. These things kind of do deserve to die, really. It's kind of a horrible thing to say, mind you, but they kind of do. I mean, missing me, point-blank range, when literally all I'm doing is it's like stroking their mane with a giant cuddle. Giant cuddle? I mean, a giant stick. I know what your plan is. Their plan is to jump behind me and then spray the lightning all over my face. Now, I need to dive them, because if I lost block, that thing would just absolutely maul me, like we saw before. Oh, hello, you're my face. Oh, I saw your cunning plan all along. You see, I'm Mr. Fibbles. I have fought your kind never before, but I'm sure I have in some type of parallel reality. You know, you need to stop doing your nice little jumpy moves. You display a very massive amount of athletic skill. Something that I'm quite envious of. You know, I could do an athletic skill while I'm diving to my death as I chuck myself off this edge. Maybe a later time. It does sound quite exciting, actually. The chucking off the edge part. So anyway, let's... Actually, no. Yes. So anyway, let's, oh God, I can get two of them. This is not gonna end well. You know what we should do? We should run away. Oh God, that thing is chasing after me and clawed me in the back. Okay, we need not to be racked off the edge. Okay, if we were on the other's ring just then, we would have just got flown off into the distance. And do you want to get flown off the distance on this little tiny bridge with these giant wyverns who have no arms? Probably not. I'm just going to say that for you, I might, you know, you might want to be flinged off the edge. It might sound like an absolute fun time, or, you know, not, depending on the person. Do you want to come over and stop breathing your lightnings? That's more like it. How? Oh, God! That was painful. Uh-oh. That's what I was afraid of. So I'll take this back up when I manage to get myself back inside. Oh God, I hope I'm able to. So I've managed to get myself across the bridge. All but one stand in my way. Hello, how you doing? I'm here to visit New Londo. I'm a traveling salesman of death. Ha! Do you want to see my, well, I don't actually have anything to, as identification. Identification, I mean, that's what I meant. Yes! I'm gonna pretend that's what I meant. I didn't flub up a word. Ow! You can't stop biting me! Dear God, that was awful. I mean, it's kind of very rude. Now I have to drink 2 of my potions. Actually, I only have to drink 1. Oh, I have to drink another one, apparently. Oh. I'll keep it like that for now. It's kind of a bit iffy that I'd have to drink more than one to get full health. Oh well. I did get bit quite a bit, mind you. Anyway, we're back in the ruin, and so we have to kill more of these skeleton-like men. Hello! You kind of look like the Grim Reaper, don't you? Yes, you do. You've got the hat and everything. Now let's cleave you not. Wow, we do a lot of damage to you. Just not enough, it seems. You sadden me with your lack of slabs. You hear me? Give me a slab. Oh, it's a very delicate being. It's like all these bodies that have become cement to the floor. I guess what happens after a millennia or two of being in the floor, soaked in. Maybe these were the hands of the people who we've been sucking of. Nah, I don't think so. I think it's the ghosts. How do you suck a ghost's hand? There's questions in life which no one should really answer, and that's one of them. If someone comes up to you and asks you, how do you suck a ghost's hand to become not cursed anymore? The best response is not to answer. Now, hello, is anyone here? No. Oh. Okay. Let's look in these jugs. Hello? Anything in these jugs? No. Nothing in there. Oh, let's see if we can look through here. Oh, there's a skeleton man right there. He can see me, and I can see him. It's like a game of peekaboo. But except, you know, we can see each other. I can actually see his crotch, too, if I can actually look carefully. There we go. For you ladies out there, there you go. I mean, that is if you're into skeleton man crotches or so. But either way, let's go and say hello to Skeleton Man. Hello, Bone Man, how you doing? It's a long time no see, in fact. I've never seen you in my life. In fact, I saw your brothers. Aha, so right there, we just saw him do a very special ability. That ability will drain all the humanity on you. What'd you drop? A titanite chunk. Well, that's no slab, but it'll do. Yeah, so when his hand glows, a giant white glow, and lunges for you, you're either dead, if he's going towards you, or, if you're behind him, you can give him a nice go of smack in the butt. I mean, that's what I like to do, personally, with my big black stick. So with that done, you know, he's nice and dead, and I stole his chunk. It's nice stealing people's chunks, but I'm also very curious if I'm missing something. I've got this nagging feeling in the back of my head I've done so. For now, I'm going to ignore it. I'm going to proceed onwards, and venture on into this white light. Hello? What's in here? Anything unusual? I can hear slime. Slime's always nice. Oh, I can see someone there. He's hiding. And I believe you're hiding too. In the darkness, but I can see both of you. People at home might not be able to. Okay, so he's seen me. You can sell that because look at that giant black circle. That's their shields. They can do it whenever they want and they can devour your soul with it. And that's what the life-draining technique is. They consume your soul. That's the best part of everything, really. You know, you need to stop doing that. Oh god. Ow! Okay, that did actually hurt a lot. That kick breaks your block, by the way. You need not let them kick you. If you let them kick you, you say goodbye to your shield, that is now shattered. It doesn't matter if it's made of depleted uranium, or if it's made of silver, or gold. I have to drink right now. To be honest, it's a rather disturbing time to be in such a wet place. Rather disturbing. It really is. Now, what I want to do is anger this man here. Hello, how you doing? You know, you're very an interesting individual, aren't you? Yes, you are. You bear a certain heritage of death. In fact, let me show it to you. And there we go. Oh, what'd you drop? Oh. Hello. Oh, God. Oh, God. I was not expecting a giant spear to go pierce through my gut into my spine. Now, this is what I mean by things wanting your kidneys. Dear God, man, that's a long harpoon. Do you know that? You probably do. No. Bad goof, monster thing. Can I stun you? No, I can't. Oh, God. What are you doing? He's making faces at me. What's he? Oh, God. That thing is so strange. What is that? It's like a living being of some sort. It's not going to be living anymore if I can help it. I'm not going to lie. That is a very disturbing thing. There's a soul. What is a soul doing here? I have no idea. An exploding soul. Hello? You don't look too happy. You really don't. No, he's not happy. You can tell by that because he exploded in my face. You can tell people are not happy when they just implode themselves in your face. Oh, I see you. You think I can't see you? I can. Peekaboo. I see you. Oh. He's not happy with peekaboo. He does not like the game of peekaboo. Oh, dear God. It's worse than I thought. These things have no sense of humor. Bunk! And bunk! No third hit? That's what you get for not doing a third hit. You get backstabbed. Do you notice they don't have blood? There's nothing coming out of it than black gas. It's very curious, isn't it, that the knights, silver knights I would guess that these were, the one silver knights that defended the city, are no longer human. In fact, they're just more ghoul-like creatures like that giant mass. Maybe, in fact, the reason why you can't see any skin on them is because they're nothing more than ghoul men. Oh my god, that's more disturbing than anything, isn't it? Ghoul men! Oh, there's an elevator right there. That's handy. Oh, there's a dead body right here! Holding humanity. That's even more handy. I mean, I didn't even expect to find a dead body lying on the floor right there. And plus, it's not even rotted from the, well, infinite amount of water. What a strange place. Now, one thing I'm wary of are ghosts, because I don't think I have many hands, do I? I have 12. Oh, never mind. I have quite a few hands. So, ghosts, come here, give me cuddles all day long. I could do with one right now. It's a bit dark, scary, cold, damp. Mainly scary because there's a bunch of people who pretend to be cultists trying to grope me with their giant glowing hands. I'm sure I could scare anyone. A guy coming up to you with a giant glowing hand. Would you let him grope you? I hope not. If so, I fear for your sanity, as I fear for mine. Hello? I think there's something useful around here. My memory's returning. I can't have memory lapses of this game. Sometimes I remember things, sometimes I don't. Sometimes I have to go off and ponder in the toilets for a bit. It's a rather interesting time. I just sit there in the dark, just pondering about what to do in Dark Souls, and interrogate myself with a severe form of soap. It's a rather interesting time, I must admit. I think this chest holds something. Something rather dear to me. A very large ember, in fact. Yes. I knew my spidey sense, well, technically my egg sense was tingling. I guess spiders do lay eggs. So, yes, spider sense. So anyway, let's have a look at this large ember. What does it do? So it makes a plus 10 weapon go into a plus 15, into a greatest weapons of legend. Now we can do that. And with the huge ember of the highest quality. You can tell it's high quality because it glows really brightly. I mean, how else were you going to know it's bright quality and in fact really good to everything else known in existence? There's no other way, trust me. I'm Mr. Fibbles. I'm telling I'm GrimpaulCheese, but I'm playing Mr. Fibbles, and he knows his embers. If he says it's the best of its kind and weapon of legend, we should trust his judgment. There's nothing telling me I shouldn't. Unless there is. But there isn't. So let's keep on waddling our way through. So, through this place is just more Dark Wraiths. Dark Wraiths are absolutely horrible creatures if they even land a blow on you. They really do. And if they combo on you, you can say your ass goodbye. You might as well just put like a giant stick on it just saying stop. Or just like no entry. Or something like that. Or please do not disturb. It's one of the things, you know. Oh, water. So not all the water is drained. That's rather interesting, I must say. Hello. I see you. I'm sure you see me. Now, are you going to chase after me, or am I going to have to waddle my way to you? Oh, no, I don't have to do anything. You're coming towards me. Fantastic. So, what do you do during these holidays? I mean, I can't say it's autumn, kind of. I mean, what do you do in the autumn time? Do you and your friends play poker, or do you continue to devour each other's souls for fun? That would be a fun time, wouldn't it? Just constantly devouring your friend's soul, as they're devouring your soul. Could be like an esports. Kind of, sort of, maybe not really. Be very interesting esports. Let's see who can devour whose soul first. The more talk about it, the more it doesn't sound like an esports, more it just sounds like a bunch of fun with people who have too much time in their hands to the dark arts. I'm actually very curious about what actually lurks here too. I mean, what's behind this wall right here? There's a man. Waiting. I mean, there's loads of men waiting in this game, just waiting for someone to come by. Oh, I've rescued you! You can now go now! You're free! Defend the world! You know, you don't have to kill me! I'm your friend! I'm Mr. Fibbles! You can be Jeeves! Or Harold! I've only got a friend called Harold. No gropey! Look, me and my friends know that no groping is allowed around here. I'm just not into that type of thing, unless you're a very, very... unless you've got tentacles. I'm not gonna lie, I thought I'd be a bit blunt on that. Anyway, let's go in this little pathway and go towards this treasure chest. Now, what's in this treasure chest? Or is this man protecting for so many centuries behind a hidden wall? What was it? Here's Titanite chunk. Oh, he didn't trust the other dark race of it, so he hid himself in a little corridor which can easily be seen just by staring there, but these creatures are smart, you see. In underwater, so deep from above. You never know. Really? Like, Can I see Jeeves over there, or Harold, or Clive, or whatever his name was? No, I can't because he's black. Exactly. No one knew the truth of our good old friend Harold Clive, or Jeeves, whatever his name was. Didn't have a tag on him, so I would never know. Ooh, a bunch of red cracked eye orbs. Nice. What's down here? Oh, unfriendlies. Hello. How you doing? You know, I found your friend over there. He had a chunk on him. Do you have a chunk? Or do you have a slap? Oh, I could do it for slap. No? Okay, you're gonna have to learn the same lesson he had. I'm sorry. It's just a type of, discipline. You know what, you'll come back when I rest our bonfire. I mean, your soul will return to you. Your body doesn't disintegrate, luckily. I can just keep killing you. Over and over and over again. And we've had an important relapse of murder in the heart of men. And dark graves. And Mr. Fibbles. I think it's time to actually end the recording. And I'll see you next time. And we'll see about the Four Kings. And what they do with their time. I mean, what have they done? Do you see that? Or is it just me?